What's up, Transform? This is Ben here in China, and today we're going to take a look at the alt mode of MP44 Optimus Prime by Takara Tomy. This is going to be a massive review, so I'm going to break this review down into three parts. The first part of the series is looking at Optimus Prime MP44 in the alt mode, and that goes with all the accessories that I have laid out here. And then I'm going to do my Kamikaze Transformation Challenge, and then I'll do a bot mode review. Then I'll end the series with lots of cartoon throwbacks of all the accessories that we have for this toy package and cool music to boot. Let's take a look at the accessories. Here we have spark plug, and how does it look? Looks pretty good. Under the floodlights you can see there's no paint on the face. It's just painted in flesh colors. You got the construction hat there, typical blue pants and waterproof boots. What is quite amazing about this new age of little mini figurines is that the articulation on these is pretty amazing. So spark plug can look left and right, not really up. He has ab crunch, can do a bit of ab tilt, hands can go up, and of course your regular forward and backward motions. The hips can move forward, back a little bit, knees can bend. So that's spark plug in a nutshell. Next we have Spike, and here's a closer look at Spike. And because he is a thinner figure with a longer ball joint on the neck, it can look up, can look down, it can tilt, shoulders can go up, can move the hands forward, has an ab crunch, abs can tilt a bit, hips can go forward, and knees can go down. So there we have it for Spike. Next we have Carly. Let's take a closer look at Carly. Again, no paint on the face, blonde hair is done pretty well. She has a hairband, nice light blue blouse, and kind of like an overall with 80s style boots, socks, and jeans. A little bit like spark plug, the head can look down, look up a little bit, tilt a little bit. The ball joints are just a bit tight. Shoulders move up, move forward. A little bit of an ab crunch, doesn't really have an ab tilt. Hips move forward, knees bend down, and hips move back. So there we have Carly. Next we have Roller, painted in a matte grey-like finish. Nice looking tires and wheel set. Here's how Roller looks from the front, the side, the other side, the back, the bottom, and the top. What's cool about this version of Roller is that the hood can open up and you can see the engine bay. The back portion can flip around and you can do lots of stuff with it. For example, Roller can tow the Optimus Prime trailer. Pull out this trailer piece from the anti-aircraft gun and slip it behind Roller. Roller can now tow the anti-aircraft gun, and it has a bit of articulation like that. If you pull out the control tower and flip this black piece out, you can insert it on top of Roller, and now Roller has a control tower on it and it can move around. Roller also easily sits 4 passengers. Now let's compare the MP44 Roller with the MP10 Roller. There are some similarities in how Roller is constructed and molded. For example, this detail here, and here are about the same. There's a bit of windshield here, and of course there is the warning light at the back, plus the headlights on the front. So these are similar looking mold details. However, there's a big difference in the two rollers. This top section here is bigger on MP44. The hood bay is smaller. Wheels on MP44's roller is bigger. The warning lights on MP10's roller is bigger. This roller sits 4, this roller sits 1. There's more paint details on the rims on MP44 as opposed to the MP10. So here are the two rollers, from the front, from the side, from the other side, from the back, the bottom. As you can see, the MP10 roller has a lot more details at the bottom and the top. The MP44 roller has a longer wheelbase, but if you include the exhaust, the MP10 roller is longer. Now let's take a look at the control deck and anti-aircraft gun. Alone, it can roll very nicely. On the side here, you have some radar that can twist and turn. The arms here articulate as well. You got 1 articulation point, 2 articulation point, and 3 articulation point. Plus a swivel that allows you to move around. There's also a slider here for you to push out the guns. And these are your anti-aircraft guns. There's another hinge ratchet mechanism in here, allows the anti-aircraft deck to become more like a tower. There's a joint there, strong ratchet joint up there, and another ratchet joint there. There's also a slider here. When it's down, this section moves quite easily. You push it up, there's a bit of resistance. You can also slide the wheels down like that, lock it into place, and it becomes a stand of sorts. You can also hitch the anti-aircraft gun onto Roller, and Roller can roll about. The control deck also opens up and you can fit a passenger in there. And here you have the Ion Blaster. To use it in the alt mode, fold the handle and plug it in onto Roller. Boom, 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 boom. You can also continue to fold the gun in take the MP10 cab out, there's a little joint here which you can pull up, and it exposes a sliding peg. Line that up with your sliding slot and slide the blaster in. Attach the trailer back onto MP44, and I must say it doesn't look that bad, but you are compromising the turning radius of MP10. And here's the energy supply pipe. You can choose to mount it on roller like this, or you can combine the two end pieces and mount it on roller like this. You can also add the blast effects here, 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 and here. And finally, we have MP44 in the truck mode. It looks gorgeous. Nice paint all over the cab section. Beautiful shiny chrome bits that is very close to perfection. Everything is painted all over the vehicle and it's truly more than meets the eye. Together as a unit, it rolls very nicely. It turns very nicely indeed. And here's the truck up close. The front section of the bumper does seem to be very low to the ground. The rivets are not distracting at all, very subtle, and the paint scheme of a cherry red finishing gives it a very vibrant look. From the side you can see the gas tank is a little bit unfinished due to the gap here, and I know that a lot of people have commented about how messy the rear section of the cab looks, but in my personal opinion it really isn't that bad, because a real cab section of a truck don't look this pretty either. I have a bit more gripe about this unfinished section than this unfinished section up there. I accept that this is part and parcel of what a real truck would look, but a real truck will also not have these little gaping holes at the rear section. I kind of like how they molded this section here, and this is part of the hip section, and the molding here does give it a very integrated look in a cab section. The wheels are not your classical third-party rubber wheels. This feels like it's made of a heavier construction that hopefully will last a whole lot longer. The doors open up to reveal a very tiny tight space, and you can place a figurine in there, and that's how they look, and you can even fit the MP10 spike in there. And here's how it looks when it's closed up. Too bad you don't see the humans from the front here. The wheel section from the side looks quite good. I love the details on the rims and the chrome finishing, but when you look from the bottom, the wheels, tires and rims and all looks too thin, and it's such a pity that the front tires don't turn. That would be awesome if it did. And as you can see straight up from the box in the promo pictures as well as in my copy, the gas tank don't tap in too well. And here's MP44 and MP10 side by side. Let's look at the similarities, shall we? We got this little details that looks quite similar. The headlights looks quite similar. This little reflector piece here where the smokestacks are at. But what about the differences? You can straight away see that the MP10 Optimus Prime's cab mode does appear to be bigger in terms of height and width. The rivets on MP10 is more pronounced. The finishing on the red section on MP10 is not as good as the painted parts on MP44. Size of the windows, grills, grill details there, license plate section here. From the side, you got the silver stripes here. You got different Autobot insignia, side mirrors, gas tank, smokestacks are molded differently. This section here looks a bit unfinished on MP10, but looks a lot better on MP44. And the tires on MP10 is a whole lot bigger than MP44. And the rear cab section. And here are the trucks from the front, from the side, from the other side, from the back, the bottom, and the top. And finally we have the trailer section. I love the cartoon accuracy all over the trailer, and it has a good enough detail to make it more real world accurate in the alt mode. This little section here is quite bulky indeed. The whole trailer is painted almost everywhere except for this bits here. Tires are bigger. There's even painted details on the spare wheels here. And what is fun about this trailer here is that it is really easy to open the doors, and the ramp extends out and has a low ground clearance. Roller easily rolls up. No problem for Ironhide rolling up and going into the trailer, but we still might have problems for any of the sports car to roll up, but I guess they can back their way up. The bottom of the trailer section can be pulled out, and you can store lots of stuff. It is also very easy to open up the trailer to become the combat deck. Before you open up the trailer section to become the combat deck, you might want to extend out the stabilizer section here. But as you extend it out very slowly, do you see what's happening? This is opening up to give it more grip onto the ground. All you have to do is open up the doors and open this up. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. To install the anti-aircraft gun control tower onto the combat deck, you will first move this piece down like this, and then you will turn in the wheel like that. These two pegs will go into these slots here. Align it up and you can slide it forward. Now you can move your anti-aircraft gun on the combat deck itself. Because Sparkplug, Spike and Carly have magnets on the sole of the feet, you can place the figures onto this magnetic section here, and here you go. And that is pretty impressive. You can put your figurines in a sitting position and place them into here or here. You can convert the combat deck into a combat trailer by first flipping this section down, closing up the trailer, pushing this back, flipping up the stand, and installing the trailer onto MP44. And now you got a combat trailer. You can even store roller very nicely and snugly into the combat deck. By stowing away the crane on the control deck, you can almost store everything in here. You can also turn the base section from this orientation up, turn it around, and slide it back, close the trailer section, and now you can have the anti-aircraft gun on the front section. Roller is back heavy. And finally, you can convert the whole combat deck into a combat tower. All you gotta do is extend the anti-aircraft control deck like this, place it on, slide it in, close the trailer, close the door, and stand the whole thing up like that. You can also install the jetpack onto the trailer by moving this piece down, flipping this peg down, and putting it into the slot right there. You can add the blast effects onto the trailer, which gives it a pretty cool look. Now let's compare trailers. The MP10 trailer is a little longer and just a tiny bit wider. The rivets on the MP10 trailer is a lot more pronounced than MP44. There are also detailed differences between the two trailers. The MP44 trailer sits a lot lower than the MP10 trailer. It's harder to open the MP10 trailer's doors. You gotta lift this up, lift that up in order to open the MP10 trailer. And the ramps, you know, comes a lot steeper. So much easier to open the MP44 doors, and the tilt of the ramp is a lot lower. And here are the two combat decks side by side. You can see the MP10's combat deck is a lot taller than the MP44 combat deck. Standing the combat decks, you can see the intricate detail on MP10. And here are the two trailers next to each other from the front, from the side, the other side, the bottom, and the top. Let's do some comps. Here's MP44 with Wheeljack, Smokescreen, Mirage, Breakdown, Hot Rod, Ironhide, Shrapnel, Snarl, Starscream, Ultra Magnus, and MP10 Optimus Prime.
Initiating VisScan technology.
Using my VisScan tech, here are the painted app bits everywhere that you see, except for here. Notable accents are here, 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 and there.
Employing Cold Sense technology.
Using my Cold Sense tech, here are the die-cast bits. I can't feel it in the out mode, but I think there's something down there.
Compiling Toon Screen technology.
Using my Toon Screen tech, here are the cartoon accurate bits. Here, 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 and there. And for the non-cartoon accurate bits, here, 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 and here. So that's Optimus Prime in truck mode. So what do I think about the MP44 truck mode? Let's talk about three things I enjoyed. First thing, lots of gimmicks and playability in the truck mode. The trailer section is especially enjoyable. Second thing, it really does look like the cartoon. Very close and yet has subtle real-world aesthetics. Third thing, the three human figurines with those magnetized feet allows for some pretty cool poses and articulation, especially on the combat deck with this magnetized strips. What about the one thing that I think that could have been done better? The exposed underside chrome bits on trailer section, as well as the... Anyway, those are my thoughts. What are your thoughts? Please leave them in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like and share button, and also hit the sub and bell icon for more future videos. This is Ben here in China, going to do the Kamikaze Transformation Challenge very soon, and I'll see you on the flip side. Back, shoulders move up,